On December 20th, 2012, America was faced with the sad reality that the smash hit MTV show The Jersey Shore was coming to a close. The Jersey Shore reality TV show exploded onto televisions across the United States in December of 2009, and after 6 very successful seasons, MTV announced that it was time to put a bow on it. The final season of the show averaged 4.5 million viewers per episode. This kind of popularity gave an unprecedented celebrity status to its cast members, ushering in a new class of MTV.
That's pretty insane. Like, see Epics, like 4 million per episode. That's insane. Like 4 million people watching live as it comes on. That's insane for a TV show. And TV shows don't pull those numbers ever.
Hall of Famers such as Mike the Situation, Snooki, Vinny, Pauly D, and others. But with the cast outgrowing their youthful party days, it was time for MTV to find its next group of rebellious kids to introduce to their audience. Little did they know that they were currently sitting on what would be the most controversial single-season television series in MTV history.
I've never even heard of this.
I have an emergency. I have 3 dead people up on top. It's called Haley's Flat up Wolf Pen. My name.
Okay, tell me where at
Up on top. It's called
history.
Metric Communications.
I have an emergency. I have 3 dead people up on top. It's called Haley's Flat up Wolf Pen. My name.
3 dead people?
Tell me where at up there?
Up Wolf Pen.
Okay.
They were going to write about a missing persons.
Does it look like what happened? Can you tell?
No, they're.
Huh?
No.
No. Does it look like any like gun or anything's been used or anything?
No.
Angelina, yeah. He didn't get any creds. This sounds crazy.
A few years prior to the Jersey Shore's 6th season, a couple Los Angeles-based entertainment executives were riding around the back roads of rural West Virginia when they came across a local 21-year-old garbage man and his best friend broken down on the side of the road. They told the kids that they were looking for a group of rebellious teens from West Virginia who would be willing to star in a reality TV show about their lives.
They were looking for a replacement for Jersey Shore, so this was cast a little differently. What they wanted to do was find this organic friend group, and they found 2 of our cast members broke down by the side of the road and offered them a ride, and they said they laughed so hard in the car ride just to take them home that's how they knew like they found the right people.
They actually found us. Like we were just like a group of friends. Like they found some of our group of friends, and then like they brought some people in. Like they were like, hey, you know, we're all mutual friends here. Like,
listen to people from West Virginia talk is crazy. He said they found a group of friends. They found our group of friends. Well, you know, another group of our friends that, you know, we weren't there, but they picked him up in a car. Like, I'm from North Carolina, and that's how people on, like, the South and the East Coast talk, bro. They really do talk like that. It's, like, mind-numbing to, like, hear people. I'm trying to hate.
Together, you know, and then, like, see if they like you guys, and they liked all of us as a group, and it just went from there.
This SUV pulls up, and the guy gets out, and he's like, hey, we want to make a TV show. And I'm like, what?
Get out of here.
What? Get out of here, man. What are you doing at my holiday, buddy? I'll shoot you. Get out of here.
The kids expressed interest in the project and told the producers to hop in their truck. They took the city slickers out mudding and showed them what they do for fun out in the holler. They hit it off, and the Hollywood executives knew that day that they were sitting on a pile of reality TV gold. One of the Hollywood executives from that day was no rookie to the entertainment industry, and he wasn't your average Hollywood executive either. JP Williams is his name, and he is responsible for bringing America talents such as Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. After working for his uncle's nightclub booking agency straight out of high school, he eventually ran into an up-and-coming comedian by the name of Jeff Foxworthy. Foxworthy appealed to a blue-collar audience, which resonated with Williams, who was a native of Morgantown, West Virginia. Williams was able to recognize the potential in the untapped market of redneck comedy. Together, Williams and Foxworthy created the blue-collar comedy tour, The Movie. They created the movie to be an alternative to the box office hit Original Kings of Comedy Tour. That show was for urban hip people, Mr. Foxworthy said, but that show left out the people who are not hip. They're the ones who wake up every morning and go to work and go to war. And daggone, there's a whole lot of them out there. When the blue collar comedy tour hit the big screen,
Larry the Cable Guy looks like someone who would go to war, chat. When I think of Larry the Cable Guy, I think of war, soldiers, soldiers fighting on the battlefield. Like, what the fuck?
Flopped. The movie cost around $2 million to produce, but only grossed around $634,000 for Warner Brothers at the box office. The film was rushed to DVD to try and salvage the money lost on the project. The film ended up selling 500,000 units. This was enough to garner attention of Catherine Mitchell, an executive for Comedy Central who picked up the film for the network. Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the movie, debuted on the network in November of 2003 and was the highest rated film ever on Comedy Central, which then turned into a sequel, and the network ordered 6 more films. This also boosted DVD sales to over 3 million more units sold, and over $85 million in DVD sales. Parallel Entertainment Inc., Williams' company, was bringing in over $75 million a year. JP also witnessed the rise in stardom of Larry the Cable Guy. Williams' company put up $62,000.
The crazy thing about Larry the Cable Guy is he started his comedy. He's from New York. He's a New Yorker, and he started his comedy in New York comedy clubs, and he would make fun of poor Southern people. That was his shtick, and he created a character called Larry the Cable Guy, where he'd make fun of poor dumb rednecks, and it became so popular he just made it his whole act, made it his whole joke.
Larry the Cable Guy's solo film, Get Her Done, which went on to generate over $15 million in video stores. Larry the Cable Guy went on to become a global phenomenon and an American icon. So when JP came across Shane Gandy in Sissonville, West Virginia, he knew that the potential was there. On November 29, 2012, MTV released a press release for its new West Virginia-based reality TV show, Buck Wild. The show would be taking over the Thursday night time slot previously held by the Jersey Shore. MTV promised 12 episodes of the TV show that was produced by Parallel Entertainment Inc. and Zoo Productions. The show would run for 6 weeks, releasing 2 half-hour episodes back-to-back every Thursday. The first episode of the show introduced America to its next reality TV superstar, Shane Gandy. Shane was the network's obvious choice as the lead character on the show, a blue-collar worker, former prom king from Sissonville, who actually skipped his prom because he had to work. He was as entertaining as anyone you'd ever seen on reality TV. From his West Virginian accent, jackass-style stunts, or his likable personality, the audience truly gravitated towards Shane.
The craziest place I ever had sex was this one time I took this girl mudding, and I had my truck in two-wheel drive, and I got it stuck up in two-wheel drive, and I was like, oh, we're stuck now, so now we gotta wait for somebody to come pick us up. She's like, well, what are we gonna do? I said, well, let's get it on. And then I got done having sex with her. I locked it in four-wheel drive, pulled right out of the mud hole, took her back home, and that's the last I seen of her.
Kara was another star in the show who was portrayed as a girl that all the boys in the holler were after. Shay was a clear Southern belle in the show, a nursing student, college girl who was also a country girl through and through. We were also introduced to Joey and Tyler, good friends of Shane, and Anna and Katie, who live with Kara and Shay. At the end of the debut episode, Anna got into a fight with a neighbor over noise complaints, which resulted in the four getting evicted from the house. The series premiere was a smash hit, hitting the charts at number 2 and number 3 in the ratings, only losing to the 2013 Fiesta Bowl. However, not everyone was a fan of the show.
Okay, you ready for some educational television? Faced with the imminent demise of its reality show Jersey Shore, MTV is now turning to West Virginia.
The imminent demise, but the thing is they canceled Jersey Shore, brought it back 2 years later, and it still popped off.
Virginia for a new show that is already making people very angry, just like the Jersey Shore did at the beginning.
Buck Wild premiered last night. It features young people having a good old time, but some say it sends the wrong message.
I guess they thought that we were all uneducated.
It just feeds into all the stereotypes about West Virginia.
You could find all kinds of people that live in Sissonville, West Virginia, and they're not people like that are going to be portrayed in Buck Wild.
This is the white trash, redneck Jersey Shore.
Bro, these people are like, I hate rich people who like get on TV and politicians. This is not everyone in Sissonville. Guess what? Only a dumb fuck would think that's like, oh, these are 6 people from the state of West Virginia. I bet that's what all West Virginians are like. It's probably just a joke. It's probably just memeing. Oh, they're white trash. They're just like, they're just living their life how they want to, having fun, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I saw in the promo reel was an orgy of a young people with utter and complete lack of any concern for their future. I was astonished.
But it's not even the critics shooting the strongest criticism. Joe Manchin, the former governor and just re-elected senator of West Virginia.
I'm understanding they took 4 or 5, 6 different takes to get him to act as outrageously as they wanted to get it really sensational. What I saw is not what I see in everyday life in West Virginia. Is this what we're trying to promote?
Shut the fuck up. They're talking about this shit, but yet there's porn on the internet. Literally, you go on Twitter, you could see people fucking die. Is that funny more? Yeah, dude, for real. Like, what the fuck? It's a reality TV show where you're making millions of lucrative dollars. Oh, they take 6 shots to make this look fun and insane. Well, yeah, they have to make money off the show, you dumb fuck. Or they can't produce it and make it. Bro, I hate people. Like, I feel like old people, once they hit the age of like 55, they just become dumb as fuck like their grandparents. But dude, here's what I don't get about older people. Do they not realize like they were younger once and they looked up to older people and like, yo, you guys are idiots, you don't know what's going on. You have no clue. We're just living our life, having fun, blah, blah, blah. World changes. You're not hip anymore. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, they don't get that. Like, I hope I never turn that old person that's like, looks at young people. You need to be doing this, doing that, doing it. It should be like this. Bro, shut the fuck up. Your time has passed in this world. Fade off gracefully and shut the fuck up.
For the sake of an almighty dollar, for the sake of TV ratings.
Yes! Yes! If you want to make something that's good for TV and get money and ratings, what the fuck is wrong with that? Like the TV, nah, we'll make it safe and chill that no one wants to fucking watch it. Nobody wants to watch some stupid fucking people in West Virginia. All right, honey, going to work. See you later. Honey, home from work. Hey, I did the dishes. Thanks, hun. I'm going to sit down and watch some football while you cook dinner. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Is this what you want to say that we should be looking up to?
He doesn't realize that the more he says that, the bigger the show will be when it premieres. He should just zip it, you know?
The West Virginia Film Office denied tax credits to the producers over concerns the show would negatively portray the state's young males. Regardless of the opinions of the locals and the government backlash, this controversy skyrocketed the show's ratings. This was straight out of the Jersey Shore playbook.
MTV's Jersey Shore. Positive for New Jersey or negative?
Negative for New Jersey.
Bro, Chris Christie's negative for New Jersey. His weight by itself is sinking that shit into the fucking ocean. Chris Christie, shut your dumb ass up.
Parachuted these losers into New Jersey.
Buck Wild Season 1 went on to average over 3 million viewers per episode.
And by the way, I'm just gonna put that out there. West Virginia and New Jersey is not states the rest of us states that live in decent states look up to. No one's like, bro, I really want to move to West Virginia. Man, I really want to move to Jersey Shore. Bro, I would never think twice about New Jersey. I would spit on New Jersey if it wasn't for Jersey Shore. That's the only respect I have for New Jersey.
Fame became a lot for the cast of the show. After the second episode, Katie said, she went downtown in Morgantown and everybody wanted a picture of me. I couldn't even get in and out of the bars. I was just being bombarded all the time. Shane admitted to having fans from Canada and Nebraska show up at Wolfpen Holler asking for photos, and that he stopped going out as much due to always having to take pictures wherever he went. The producers also gave Shane a phone to promote the show on social media, but he never used a phone, nor did he ever get any social media. After the first season finished, the cast was flown out to LA to begin talks of a second season. They were told if they were to sign a second season, they would most likely get 3 more. MTV signed the show to a second season, and according to Vulture, the pay increase for the cast was nearly 400% higher than season 1. However, when things were looking good for the show, things took a dramatically dark turn.
Top story, a local reality television star is in trouble with the law.
Just 4 days after the season 1 finale, one of the cast members, Salwa Amen, who was introduced later on in the show, was arrested after the local authorities were surveilling a house in Somersville, West Virginia, after being tipped off on the constant in and out traffic coming out of the house. Salwa and 2 others were hiding in the backyard shed when the police found the 3 of them and the oxycodone in her purse, heroin, and lots of cash. She was booked on 2 counts of drug possession and intent to deliver. A month later, she was arrested a second time after blowing off a court date and failing a mandatory drug test, testing positive for oxycodone and morphine. This time, she would remain in jail until her next court date, and in 2014, she was sentenced to 5 years in prison. But this was only the beginning of dark times for the Buck Wild cast, when a month later, the unimaginable happened. The cast had just began filming season 2 when Shane Gandy disappeared. Shane was difficult to get a hold of because he still did not have a cell phone. Close friends of Shane said it was not strange for him to go missing for a few days, but it was strange when he did not show up for church the morning of Easter or for Easter dinner that evening. This is when Joey and Shane's family began their search. The day before, Shane and Joey had been drinking at Larry's bar. Shane and Joey had discussed going mudding later on in the night, and around 3 a.m., Shane left Joey at the bar and left with his uncle and a family friend. The three of them left the bar to go mudding, something they had done hundreds if not thousands of times, but this time would be their last. After 3 of them passed away due to carbon monoxide poisoning, after the tailpipe of Shane's Ford Bronco was submerged underneath the mud and took the lives of all 3 men in the vehicle.
What?
It wasn't until 31 hours later that they found the 3 of them unalive inside the Bronco. After searching everywhere except for right behind Shane's house, it never occurred to anyone that this is where they would be found because Shane would usually just walk home if he got stuck back. It never occurred to anyone inside, submerged underneath the mud and took the lives.
So like they couldn't even open the door?
Of all 3 men in the vehicle. It wasn't until 31 hours later that they found the 3 of them unalive inside the Bronco. After searching,
so they got stuck in the mud and they were like, they had the car on for so long. Why didn't they turn the car off?
Everywhere except for right behind Shane's house. It never occurred to anyone that this is where they would be found because Shane would usually just walk home if he got stuck back there, no matter how cold or dark it was. This is somewhere where Shane had gone mudding hundreds of times.
We received word that someone had seen a vehicle wrecked in the woods near Shane's house.
I guess their mayor was wrong. West Virginians aren't that smart. Hotboxed himself with carbon monoxide. They were drunk. True.
That prompted the response here. First responders located a wrecked Ford Bronco.
It was Joey's father who suggested that they check the location, and that's when he saw Shane's white and red Ford Bronco submerged under mud.
Monday, April 1st, 2013. The time, 11:24 a.m.
Metro Communications.
I have an emergency. I have 3 dead people up on top. It's called Haley's Flat up Wolf Pen. My name.
Okay. Comment where at up there?
Up Wolf Pen.
Okay.
They were read about a missing persons.
Do you know an address?
Sandy.
Damn, I'm looking at the smartest states as far as graduation rates and the ones who go to college, and West Virginia and Kentucky are in the bottom. Kentucky being last, and then West Virginia being second to last. Damn! That's crazy. Like, I'll be honest, I've lived all of the United States, and maybe not a whole ass states, but there is different, I've noticed different levels of intelligence, common courtesy, common sense, and things like that in humans. Like, there really is a big difference. Like, if you're raised around just a bunch of inconsiderate fucks who don't give a fuck about anyone but themselves, XYZ, it's gonna rub off on you to an extent. Maybe not everybody, maybe some people are special, but like, the same thing. People like, if like in uneducated states, your parents don't care about education, then else, like it's just gonna rub off on all the society. And that's.
I don't know an address.
Do you see a house number or anything?
It's Thaxton Holler, Soul Lane.
Soul Lane.
Soul, S-O-L.
Okay. How far up on Soul Lane?
Soul Lane. The paramedics that live out here in Sissonville they'll know. Thaxton Holler.
Okay, honey. There's no guarantee that those medics are on duty. How far up Soul Lane?
Ma'am, I don't know. We're up on top of a hill.
You're on a hill? Is it at a house they're at?
No, they're up on a hill in a mud hole in their Bronco, too. We've been looking for them for 2 days. Oh, my God.
Is there any way somebody can meet them off the hill?
I can meet them down there and bring them up here. That's the only thing I know to do.
Okay, where do you want to meet them at?
I know.
Honestly, sometimes I hear these 911 calls and the operators seem so dense.
I'll come up with Wolf Pen and Thaxton Holler. I'm coming out there on a four-wheeler.
You're going to meet there at Wolf Pen and Thaxton Holler?
Oh, my God.
Are they inside the vehicle?
Yeah, all 3 of them. How many's in there, 2? Is it just David and Shane? All right.
What's their names?
It's David Gandy and Shane Gandy.
David and Shane Gandy?
Come back and pace in.
Does it look like what happened? Can you tell?
No, they're...
Huh?
No.
No, does it look like any, like, gun or anything's been used? Or anything?
No, it's butthole.
Does it look like somebody's done anything to them, or?
No.
But they're definitely not breathing, correct?
No, man.
Are they
when you get in a truck and you hit mud holes? I'm kind of nervous.
You'll be fine.
It's really fun. Okay, so you get in the bed of a truck. I just don't want it to go fast. It's going to go fast, or you're going to get stuck in the mud hole. Has anybody ever gotten, like, really hurt?
Just like 3 people die every year.
Are you serious?
Even though the show had a better debut than its predecessor, Jersey
That's
Shore,
crazy.
and audiences across the country falling in love with it.
It's not that it had a better premiere than Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore came out of nowhere, and it was the predecessor to Jersey Shore. Everyone itching for that drama, sweet tooth. They're gonna go watch it.
This group of friends from West Virginia, MTV decided to pull the plug on the show. On April 14, 2013,
Well,
MTV
you just lost 4 of the cast members, so I would say probably yeah.
decided to show a tribute to Shane when they aired Buck Wild, West Virginia to the NYC, a collaboration episode with Guy Code member Charlemagne the God and Lil Duval. This would be the last episode ever produced for Buck Wild. JP Williams, however, wanted the show to go on. After MTV canceled the show, Williams had the following to say: MTV is the most hypocritical network out there. Van and Suzanne can keep promoting premarital sex and promoting leaving the baby after you have it. I'm so glad they have found their moral bar. Apparently MTV and Williams were in negotiations to let the show continue on a different network, but MTV decided against it. Shay also had a tough time with MTV's decision to cancel the show, and she told fans on Twitter to tweet at MTV to save the show, and that Shane would have wanted the show to go on. And she also decided to send shots at MTV for having shows on the air about teenage pregnancy, calling them bad moms. Janelle Evans from Teen Mom decided to respond with her own string of tweets stating the following: sorry if you guys like to party and traffic drugs and have your cast members locked up. MTV doesn't like that much. Shay responded with her own receipts of Janelle's mugshots, and Janelle told Shay she needs to focus more on the incident that occurred and not a stupid show. Other cast members took to Twitter as well, supporting the idea that Shane would have wanted the show to go on. MTV put out a statement following Shane's death. We are shocked and saddened by the terrible news about Shane Gandy and those involved in this tragic incident. We are waiting for more information, but at this time, our main concern is for the Gandy family and their friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Shane had a magnetic personality with a passion for life that touched everyone he met, and we will miss him dearly.
I feel bad.
In October of 2014, MTV premiered a new television show called Slednecks that followed a group of friends living in Alaska. Although it was often thought of as a Buck Wild reboot, MTV's president said it was not Buck Wild in a different setting, but it will be focused on the unusual experiences of a different group of people. The show was also canceled after 1 season, but that was due to the low ratings. Apparently MTV and JP Williams made up later on because the show was also produced by JP Williams' company, Parallel Entertainment, and Zoo Production, the same production companies that produced Buck Wild. And in 2018, Williams gave it one last shot when he produced a new TV series by the name West Virginia Wilder, which the IMDb description of the show reads, exploring the lives of hardworking teens and 20-somethings in West Virginia. A trailer was dropped on May 18th on the show's own YouTube channel. Just like in 2013, Governor Manchin spoke out about the series. Williams responded that Manchin was just looking for attention again and said they would be announcing a home for the TV series the following week. However, on May 31st, 2018, Viacom, MTV's parent company, responded stating they have no plans to air the show, nor do they have any part in the production of the show. The show was never released, and that was pretty much the end of any attempt at a remake of MTV's most controversial single-season television series.
We're watching.
If you guys like this video, please drop a comment
It was
down.
a reality show based off Jersey Shore, but some people died.